game. So if each team, you'd like to know what they're talking about in each of their huddles, what do you think Rochester needs to do in order to clinch the second set?
I think the big thing for Rochester is to keep the momentum going and just keep doing what they were doing, because I think that's probably one of the best games Rochester, at least defensively, has played all year.
I think so. And like we said, Corey Rao, I talked to my sister on Tuesday, we're softball girls, so we like to compare Corey to the catcher, the person who's behind the plate, always getting beat up, but doesn't always get the credit by being the shining star on the front row hitting. So Corey Rao doing a really good job as a libero, because she had 2 digs in a row that probably nobody should have had, and one fell in for a point. So that was fun to watch. And I think South Adams did a good job on their side staying on the attack, but there were so many momentum swings that set that it'll be a very interesting set number 2.
Yeah. South Adams definitely has height to their advantage, too. They're definitely a really tall team. So is Rochester, but
when you mentioned Worcester, who is 6'2", that's getting close to some of our dad's heights. And
that's taller than my dad.
Yeah, so. And that's not my height by any means. So we are coming into set number 2 as South Adams has the serve.
Morgan Albertson. Oh, that's not Morgan Albertson. Number 3, Julia Grava back for South Adams.
And the long serve, good momentum for Rochester to start off with a point that they just had to watch go out of bounds. And like you said, trusty server coming up, Grace Pfeiffer for Rochester. And free ball over the net. South Adams not going to like starting out with a free ball. And Hannah Town with a monstrous kill that puts the South Adams defender into the splits. Pfeiffer will keep her serve. And a second free ball that Abby doesn't even make it over the net. If you're a coach, you don't want a free ball because you want to keep attacking, but the fact that it didn't get over the net, not a good sign for South Adams.
Right.
Rochester coming out quick and early. Man, you could probably help Coach Cashin down there when you called it with the momentum and energy that Rochester needs to bring. They are bringing it. South Adams not even on the board yet. And that's Worcester with her first kill.
If you see when Grace Pfeiffer serves, she serves a floater, so the ball doesn't move, and that makes it really hard to read for the passer.
Yes, you're exactly right. So instead of a screaming serve over the net, hers kind of spins like a knuckleball in baseball, if you will, and that makes it very hard to defend, like you said. So through the blocker's hands, South Adams able to get their first point. And that was Farlow for South Adams, and good tip by Hannah Town. Had a little more steam on it than I think the South Adams defender expected, because it went right through her hands.
Rochester now with a 5-1 lead. Olivia Regal to serve for Rochester, the freshman.
And Regal serving a little different with more velocity on her serve. And that puts a kill on the board for Worcester, and Bickle not able to get that as it was deep in the backcourt. Score is 5-2.
Now number 18, Shani and Neal serving for South Adams.
And Regal with a great cross-court kill. Little miscommunication by South Adams, but good point. Excuse me, that was not Regal, that was Christina Town. And sister Hannah Town back to serve. And that was Carolee Farlow, and great dig by Hannah Town. Set over to Allie Bickle, and just a little too much goes out of bounds.
Paige Schaefer's coming in for the Rochester Zebras.
Worcester will serve for South Adams. serve to handle. Off the net, good scrappy play by Zebras, just not able to get it back over the net. Good read by Rao and Town in the back row. I was always told, Abby, if the ball was going over your head in the back row to let it go and it would be out of bounds. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just catching up on my volleyball.
I played volleyball for 3 years, but I wasn't very good, so I'm really not be the person to ask.
Well, you've got more than me. I've got 1 year under my belt, so. Zebras have a pretty steady lead here. Score is 8-4.
Christina Town serving for Rochester.
And rule applies for South Adams as well, as Town's serve is long. And Carolee Farlow with a different approach for her serve. And good pickup by Rao in the back row. And great block by Sailors, but put back by South Adams, and a set up to Sailors again. And this hit too many heads on the way down. If you watched Abby, it hit the tallest girl, then the shortest girl, and it went down the line. So that's a point for the Zebras. The score is
9-5 Rochester.
And Rao back with the serve. Screamer right over the net. And this is Warner up for the kill. Rochester not able to dig it up. And Jade Farlow will sub in for Neal, the libero, on South Adams' side. South Adams Starfires. Is that right, Abby?
I think so.
Zebras and Starfires. Regal goes up for the kill, and that was right on the line. Point for the Zebras. Nothing you can do about that on defense. That was just a perfectly placed attack. We have the She's a Freshman chants for our two very good freshman players, Christina Town and Regal. And Alberson with a attack, but put back by Regal. This will force South Adams to their first timeout. Score is 11-6, Zebras in the lead. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Rochester native and PGA Tour player Chris Smith. Today I'm here at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they have hundreds of vehicles to choose from every single day. Like this Equinox, or this Impala. How about this all-new Chevy Colorado, or this Chevrolet Malibu? How about this 2015 Buick Enclave? Stop in and see my friends at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester. It's the best drive I ever made.
And we're back after the South Adams timeout. We'd like to thank Shepherd Chevrolet, our exclusive sponsor for this semi-state match. We are in set number 2 after the Rochester Zebras took set number 1 by only a few points. Score is 11-6 in the second set. Zebras in the lead.
Allie Bickle back to serve for Rochester.
And Alberson set up a little late, has to tip it over the net. This will be a cross-court set to Hannahtown. Not able to be blocked by South Adams, and Bickle keeps her serve. So the winner of this game will play the winner of game 2, which is between Wapahani and Hammond Bishop Knoll. And Worcester goes up for the kill. Excuse me, that was Jade Farlow, blocked back by the Zebras.
Score now 13-6. Allie keeps her serve.
And Alberson, Bickle chasing the ball. Zebras gonna have to free ball back over the net.
Allie's another one back in middle school. She was our first server because she was our setter. And we'd always get like the first 6 points of a match.
Absolutely, so good class between her and Grace Pfeiffer. And like you said, once again, keeping that serve. Zebras leading by a score of 14-6 in set number 2. Keeping the momentum and not letting up so far like you suggested. Roll shot by South Adams, picked up by Rao, and Town set up for a dump over the net. This is Alberson with a kill, picked up by Rao.